The first type of transformation, rigid transformation that we're going to talk about is reflections. So it tells us here that a reflection is a transformation that reflects each point on the preimage across a line of reflection. So if we remember, the preimage is the starting image, and then the image is what we do after we do the transformation. So here we're going to reflect ABC, triangle ABC here over the line of reflection, line M. All right. And so basically, each point it's like a mirror image across the line of reflection. So what I've done here before we look at this one is I've kind of drawn out my own. So let me expand the view here as much as we can. Okay, I've drawn triangle ABC here on the left. Okay, and then I'm going to reflect it over the middle of my page. So I drew a line in here right down the middle, and that's the line I want to reflect it over. So if we look at A prime, right? A prime, if I fold this along my line of reflection, so this was my line of reflection, okay, the crease I made. If I fold it point A over the line of reflection, it's going to land right on top of A prime. So those 2 points, A on this side and A prime, they're the same distance away from the line of reflection. So if we fold along the line of reflection, they will end up on top of each other. Same thing for B and B prime, right? They're going to end up right on top of each other. And then same thing for C and C prime. Okay. A and A prime are equidistant, right? They're the same distance away from that line of reflection. B and B prime are equidistant from the line of reflection. They're the same distance from that line of reflection. And same thing with C and C prime. They're both the same distance away. Okay. So if we're looking at the one they're giving us, again, you can just imagine it as a piece of paper and imagine folding along that line M. And if you fold along that line M, since A is on the line, right? If I had a point that was on my line of reflection, okay, when you fold it over, it's still going to be on that line, so it's not going to change. So since point A is on the line of reflection, it doesn't move. Point C is here, okay, and again, imagine folding it over. It's going to end up somewhere down here. And then here's point B. Again, imagine folding it over, so B prime is going to be down here, right? Okay, and just a word on the notation here before we go to the example. Okay. So usually your pre-image, you're going to call it just normally like A. So here we have triangle ABC. Okay, and we're going to go to the image, right? We're going to reflect it. So we're going to do a reflection here. So we can call it a reflection over line M. So RM, right? And that's going to lead us to triangle A prime, and that's where the little apostrophe comes in, B prime, and then C prime. Okay. So how they write it, so this is one way you can write it. Another way, how they have it written here, is RM. So again, that means reflection over line M of triangle ABC is going to be equal to triangle A prime, B prime, C prime. Okay. So another way to write this notation here is this way: the reflection over line M of triangle ABC. Okay, so this means triangle ABC is being reflected over line M to create triangle A prime, B prime, C prime. But another way we could have written triangle A prime, B prime, C prime was as RM and then in parentheses, right, triangle ABC, the rotation, the reflection over line M of triangle ABC. Okay. And as you get more practice, the notation should make more sense. All right, so if we go to the next slide here. Okay. They want us to reflect across a line. Okay, if it loads. Just going to have to deal with this while I erase this ever so slowly. Okay. So we want to reflect across the line L here. We want to reflect FGH. So really this is more of a construction problem. So what you're going to end up doing is you're going to have to use a ruler and a protractor, and you got to construct a perpendicular line. So you would construct a line that's perpendicular from H to line L. That's perpendicular, and then you would have to find a point that's the same distance away. So if you had a ruler and HR was 3 units away, you would want to then make H prime 3 units the other way across the line. So, and again, we really haven't done much of the construction, and it's hard to do online because we're not using rulers or protractors. But the idea here is you construct a line that is perpendicular. It goes from the point that you're trying to reflect, and that is perpendicular to line L. So they put a point R on here, and HR was perpendicular to line L. And then they found the distance between H and R, and then they just simply doubled it the other way to get H prime. And did the same thing with G prime and with P prime. Okay, and then they connected their points to make their triangle.